It's an old tradition in my family to produce rice noodles. My grandparents also produced rice noodles and I learnt it from them.
Lê Thi Lê Hằng lives in Khai Bach, a small village in the province of Ha Tinh in central Vietnam. Like most women in this village, Lê Thi has been producing rice noodles for a long time. She used to earn very little, selling 25 kilos of rice noodles a day, and never thought of expanding her business.
Before, we produced rice noodles manually without using any machines. It was hard work and our income was very low. We squeezed the water out by hand and pressed the dough by hand. My husband and I worked very hard. It took us 4 to 5 hours to produce 25 kilograms of noodles.
UNIDO believes entrepreneurship development is a key driver of economic growth. It provides an untapped reservoir of job creation opportunities and economic development, particularly in rural areas. A baseline survey conducted by UNIDO in cooperation with the Vietnam Women's Union showed that 36% of all manufacturing units are in the food processing sector. Most of them operate as micro-household-level businesses, managed mainly by women. The women are involved in the production of fish sauce, meat processing, rice noodles, rice paper, rice wine, and hu do, a traditional peanut candy rice cake. To improve the situation of the women, UNIDO and the Vietnam Women's Union started an entrepreneurship development program for women in food processing in central Vietnam, one of the poorest regions of the country, financed by the government of Finland. More than 1,000 women attended a training assessment workshop to identify the training needs of these small entrepreneurs.
The living conditions in the central provinces are hard. Therefore, life for women is very difficult. They don't have jobs, and whatever work they do is based on their own personal experience rather than trained skills. They lack employment, capital, and experience. After attending a number of training workshops organized by the project, they want to improve their knowledge and skills so that they can improve production both at home and in their communities, as well as increase the income for their families.
As a result of the assessment, UNIDO designed a training package under the overall theme, Make More Money in Your Food Processing Business. A cadre of management and technology staff from the Women's Union and other institutions was trained to further help women run their businesses. The first step was to improve the quality of the products. Working in close cooperation with food research institutes, special focus was given to improving food safety and hygienic conditions of the units. The rice wine producers from Voc Sa village, for example, learned how to improve the quality of their rice wine and to make it safer for consumers.
Recently, the project organized a training session at the Food Industry Research Center. We learned how to analyze the toxins and the quality of the rice wine. This concept was really new for me. With the training, I learned that if I don't have tools to test and analyze the toxin in the rice wine, I could take the samples to the Disease Prevention Centre and have it analysed. Observing how they do it, I can then learn how to remove the toxins in the rice wine so that it's safer for human consumption.
To ensure sustainability of the project, a fully equipped regional resource centre was established at Artin. UNIDO introduced simple but very effective technical innovations to improve the productivity of the women's businesses, including a mixer and grinder for the production of rice noodles, as well as smokeless stoves that use rice husk as fuel to make production environmentally friendly.
The project helped me to build a workshop with a smokeless stove. With the smokeless stove, I can save on fuel costs. The smoke is out of the workshop, production time has been reduced, and the workshop is cleaner.
In the past, Lei Ti Lei Hang and her family produced 25 kilograms of rice noodles per day. With the help of the machines, they're now able to make 80 kilograms a day. Traditionally in Vietnam, there's a high concentration of households involved in the production of a single product. But usually the women operating in such activities are not organised in groups. The project encouraged women to form self-help entrepreneurial groups to address common constraints and to achieve collective efficiency by working together.
Before joining the self-help group, we produced on a small scale and individually. After being a member of a self-help group with more than 20 members, we produce in-group and we only need one person for marketing. The purpose of joining the group is to rely on each other. For example, if I have experience, I share this with other members. After producing in a group, the cost is less, the result is much better, and it creates work for the women entrepreneurs.
These self-help groups are now implementing joint activities like the establishment of a revolving fund to purchase raw material or benefit from group training. The introduction of a lease purchase program enabled women to share the use of equipment. The next step was to provide training to women entrepreneurs in business management, bookkeeping, and finance. Another important element in the training was the introduction of marketing techniques. The women's groups were encouraged to register a common brand, develop new packaging and labels for their products.
The project also helped us with the label for the fish sauce. With the new label, we're selling 10 times as much, and the price of the fish sauce has also increased. Before, we sold it for about 5,000 to 6,000 Vietnamese dong per litre. Now we can sell it for about 10,000 Vietnamese dong per litre.
The self-help groups now market the products together and attend trade fairs. The Women's Union will now use the training package and replicate the program with different products in different locations. The 200 trainers that have been trained are now fully capable of running the project alone. Today, many women entrepreneurs run their businesses professionally, like Lê Thi Hoa, the rice wine producer from Voxa village. Lê Thi became supplier to a rice wine bottling company and delivers 1,000 litres of rice wine a month.
Before, each woman could only produce 5 litres of rice wine per day, but now production has increased to 100 litres. So it clearly shows that with the support of the project, our production has increased remarkably, and therefore our income is quite stable.
Training, technical improvements, and the formation of self-help groups led the women entrepreneurs to improve the quality and to increase the productivity of their businesses. The women are economically empowered and are able to provide a higher standard of living for their families.
Now we have more time to take care of our children and the rest of our family, and for social activities. With the support of the project, productivity has increased, and profit has also increased. As a result, our income has increased. We could afford to buy a television and other furniture, and we had our house repaired.
The encouraging results of the project show once again UNIDO's motto, help women prosper, and the society as a whole will prosper.